That night, the people of the settlement held a banquet at the Elder's house for us, Gwen, and Norton. Scott Flash Norton. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. How you doing? We're having a banquet and such. I don't know what we'd do without you, Gwen. This little town is a fabulous place for a hip-hop who and funk. This little town is a fabulous place, but only when you're drunk. Only when I'm drunk. My grandma and your grandma. Sitting by the fire. Only when I'm drunk. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Lacan. This booze isn't going to drink itself. Booze style. Yes, yes. I can still hardly believe it. Finding the famous Gwen Reinford out in the sticks like this. You know him, then? Of course, he seized on the opportunities of the Orbital Revolution to make Reinford the industrial powerhouse it is today, completely beating the pants off of Shinra. And it's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. The Reinford Company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their name on firearms and such. They underwent a massive expansion of their lineup and started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility. But the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Gwen has a refreshingly international outlook for an Erebonian businessman. I see. I don't know. I knew he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down. But look at him now. He's the picture of health. So maybe there's some truth to that old rumor after all. Oh? What do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. No real proof of it, and we at the Imperial Chronicle aren't in the business of printing baseless speculation. We're not a puff piece, you know. Like the freaking Shinra news. Elisa? Oof, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going to go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright. Do-do-do. Elisa? So maybe you'd like something to eat. We got a Mackie D's and a KFC, or maybe you fancy a movie. It's plain. We only got 4 screens. Maybe you want to go shopping. We got a Walmart, or you can pay cash a visit. We got a couple of options, but it's not exactly London, is it? Because London Bridge is falling down, god damn it. Reen, Elisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going and keeping her company? Don't tell me what to do. Not at all. But why me? You're the class president and all. You'd make for better company. No, trust me. I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Well, if you say so. Alright, I'll be back in a little while then. Bum bum bum. There's crickets. Cricket wireless even.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Oh. Wow, would you look at that view? Amazing, isn't it, Elisa? It's so pretty. Come on, you two. We need to get going. We're running behind schedule. Now, let them have their fun, says bespectacled man. It's not often you have a day off like this. Why not try and relax for once?
Oh,
Elisa?
oh, Rain. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
What was that?
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
This little town line. It's Saturday. I think I'm going to lounge back on the campus of the university with some cold ones and soak up some rays as I enjoy the day in this fabulous little town. This little town of mine. I'm gonna make it shine.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Elisa. Look up at the sky.
Huh?
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Wow.
It's a star ocean, didn't you know?
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right.
Morimoto style, even.
My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away.
Aw.
My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford Group even bigger.
Even bigger than Shinra.
She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford Group.
What you saw in River Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
I'm afraid I can only see the ceiling. Because of that, I cannot assess the situation.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone.
You look really bad in it, Kay.
Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death.
Da-na-na!
I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it.
Kind of how people refer to clerks at convenience stores cancer merchants. Because they sell cigarettes.
But a few years ago, the Reinford group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They're tanks.
They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
That's no good. I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I can't promise you I'll join the Marines.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction.
Dickerson did it style.
Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his.
Also girl style.
As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
Dun dun!
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Reinford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate.
Oh no!
He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place.
That's the business world for you.
That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest. It really drove it home to me, how big the Reinford group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties.
That's a show.
Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Reinford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Elisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you... I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Meh.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away. From my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Rain. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
Alright, you got me. I admit defeat.
Defeated.
But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out. In my own way. Maybe enrolling at Thoris was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So... Wait, all of us?
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Green, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Lisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, guys? This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
Indeed. Well, Elisa can now use the S-Craft Rosetta arrow. Not quite Rosetta Stone, but close enough.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Rank increased to rank A to receive Aura Jacket as a perk. Nice.
Keep up the good work.
Tell me what to do. Just to spite you, I'm gonna do poorly next time. On purpose. Then you'll know how it feels, punk. It's Private Zats. Okay, 02:55 hours. Shift's almost over. I'm gonna go home and watch some Lancer streams. No sign of anything suspicious or anything at all, really. Why do we even do this every day? You do know what the point of having a sentry is, right? Oh, hey, you're early. But come on now. You've got to get where I'm coming from, at least a little. I could understand if we were posted near Crossbell, but who's going to start a war out here in the boondocks? Heh, that's also a show. Private Rowan. You never know, right? Perhaps the fact that you'd never expect it would make it the perfect place to start a war. Besides, Lieutenant General Vander says we need to stay on alert, and he knows the situation better than we do. The Lieutenant General is a great man, yeah. But what are those big shots from the 3rd Armored Division doing stationed in some backwater place like this anyway? You think that rumor's true? That he got posted here because he wouldn't help the Blood and Iron Chancellor? Watch what you say. That kind of idle gossiping is how rumors get wings. Kind of like Red Bull. Fine, fine. Such a killjoy. Anyway, you got things covered here. I want to go get some sleep. Got a few minutes left on my shift, but you're here, and hey, who's counting? Honestly. Uh-oh. Wait, what was that? What the... You had to know something was gonna happen. What happened? Did they just get shelled? Who had the order to attack? No one. I've heard nothing of the sort. Zender Gate needs to know about the... What the... No way! Ah! An enemy attack! Where's it coming from? No. Oh, adios. Uh-oh. Defeated! Dropping a save, dropping a save, dropping a save. It's what we're doing. June 28th, Monday, Field Study Day 3. Same day, 6:30. Mo. Ah, that was a great meal. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we were still able to pack away this much food. Well, you're all growing boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out on the plains. Would anyone like more? I should probably refrain. If there's any chicken left, we can wrap it in bamboo and take it with us. Who knows, we might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today. Okay. Let me help too. I'll pour the leftover tea into some containers for you. Ah, thanks. You really are too kind. You're our guests. What kind of host would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Then you'd be like former host Jeff. And we don't want that. Anyway, here's the grand list of the tasks you'll be tending to today. Receive field study envelope June. Field study day 2. Assigned tasks. There's only one. And it looks like it's optional. Nord Highlands North Monster. From Lacan. A large unknown monster has been seen around the northern part of the Highlands. It must be exterminated at all costs. Monster details unknown. Location southwest area of the northern Highlands near a cliff edge. Lacan. I figured it couldn't hurt to give you fewer than yesterday. It's just one! Like, what the beep? Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off the beaten path a bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. Do you want to spend some more time with your grandfather today, Elisa? It sounds like you weren't able to spend much time with him yesterday. Gwen stayed in the Elder's home yesterday, right? I imagine he ought to be up and about soon. We'd have no objections to completing this morning's task without you if you wish to spend more time with him. But... Lacan, are you there? Elder, yes, I'm here. Oh, good morning. Grandfather? Norton? Morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. They all have mustaches. Judging by the looks on your faces, it seems not all is well. I'm afraid you're right. We've received word from Zender Gate just a short while ago. They say the Imperial Army's watchtower has been attacked. What? It sounds like it all happened in the middle of the night. And that's not the last of it either. The Republican Army's base has been attacked too. Oh boy. This isn't going to be pretty. No, it isn't. Same day, 8 o'clock. Ruh-roh. 3rd Armored Division military airships. Cavalier Gliere. Republican Army 8th Area Division. Aviation Regiment. Aldebaran. He's got binoculars, apparently. Bots. Probably. Airborne Armored Division. Being sent out first as always, I see. Sanity. I suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments, too. Lieutenant General. We've confirmed the deaths of 2 of the guards. A further 3 have sustained serious injuries, but we've been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see to them the second they arrive. No idea. Yes, sir. Contact Zender Gate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return. Same day, 9:30. Time is just passing along. Hey, you sure you don't need us to help? I appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. We're used to the procedures for moving the settlement in case of an emergency. One time a smart guy walked into a radio station for other affairs, and they were waiting for two DJs to finish talking about technicalities of a radio show later on. And when they were finished, the smart guy said, "I don't listen to that radio show anyway." Oh! The same goes for you, Gaius. I assume you'll be heading to Zender Gate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander. Not as a citizen of Nord, but as a student of Thor's military academy. I will. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. I can use the truck after all. And since I was here anyway, I might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. Alright, please, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and each other. I'm sorry, Elder Lacan. I feel terrible that I can't help you when you need it most. You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you all. Take care. We will. We must make for Zender Gate at once. Indeed, we need to find out as much as we can about what happened. The photographer Norton accompanied the party. The northern reaches of the Nord Highlands are temporarily inaccessible. Isn't that where we need to go for the quest? I don't even know. I don't even know. Guess we can't really do it right now then, huh? That makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Once we'd arrived at the lake, we started looking for the hermit. We arrived at the cabin. A carefree old man named Gwyn welcomed us inside. The captain's interior showed us that he was a man of his hobbies. Oh, but more importantly, and more shockingly, he's Elisa's grandfather. We learned that Elisa's mother told him about how we were going to be in Nord. Elisa's clearly had something on her mind ever since then. Could it have something to do with Gwyn? Gwyn left the cabin with Gaius, leaving the rest of us inside. We followed them out to the garage. Gwyn gathered his tools, and then we set off for the settlement, with Gwyn riding with me. On the way back, Gwyn told me that he thinks the conflict between him and Irina is the reason Elisa tries to handle all of her problems herself. That's why he never told her where he'd gone either. Gwyn was able to repair the Orbital car, and the villagers threw all of us a banquet. Partway through, Elisa stepped outside, and I followed after her. We lied on the grass and talked for a while, looking up at the starry sky. We both have things we need to get over, but at the same time, we're both making progress and trying to move forward. I'm glad I have someone to move forward with. Attack on the Watchtower. June 28th, Monday. Field study at Nord, Day 3. Just as we were finishing our breakfast Adrian style, Elder Ivan hurried in with urgent news. The Imperial Army Watchtower had come under attack the night before. To make matters worse, the Republican Army's base had been attacked as well. Preparing for the worst, the people of Nord started getting ready to move the settlement. We knew we had to go and find out what we can about the situation from Lieutenant General Vander. We gathered our things and headed southwest to Zender Gate. Damn right we did. And it was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. It was pretty awesome. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. So I guess we'll have to do the quest later, since we can't go that way right now. Ba-bum-ba-bum. Alright, but... either way, I think we're going to call it a stream here. I'm going to have to go pick up my sister soon, and I should probably get something to eat, and all that kind of stuff. So, thanks everyone for stopping by. Wow, 5.5 hour stream, damn. And I shall see y'all next time. That's it.